Good evening. Breaking news from Kwara State, where military forces have launched a major offensive against terrorist camps operating in 3 local government areas. The Nigerian military conducted coordinated airstrikes and ground operations targeting criminal hideouts in Edo, Ifelodun, and Patigi local government areas, resulting in the neutralization of several kidnappers and terrorists who have been terrorizing communities in the region. The operation represents a significant escalation in the military's efforts to combat the growing security challenges in Kwara State, a Middle Belt region that has increasingly become a hotspot for criminal activities. These 3 local government areas have been under siege for months now, with residents living in constant fear as armed groups have carried out kidnappings, cattle rustling, and violent attacks on farming communities. The military's decisive action comes after repeated calls from local leaders and community members demanding stronger security intervention to protect lives and property. Intelligence reports suggest that these terrorist camps had become well-established bases from which criminal elements coordinated their operations across the state and neighboring regions. The camps were reportedly housing significant numbers of armed criminals who had been using the dense vegetation and difficult terrain in these areas to evade security forces. The coordinated nature of this military operation, combining both airstrikes and ground troops, indicates that authorities had been conducting extensive surveillance and gathering intelligence on these locations for some time before moving in. Residents of affected communities have expressed relief following the military action, though many remain cautious about whether this will bring lasting peace to the region. For months, farmers have been unable to access their farmlands, children have missed school due to security concerns, and economic activities have ground to a halt in many villages. The psychological trauma inflicted on these communities cannot be overstated, with many families having lost loved ones to kidnappings or violent attacks. The Edo local government area in particular has been severely affected by bandit activities. This predominantly agrarian region has seen its farming communities repeatedly attacked, with many residents forced to abandon their homes and seek refuge in more secure locations. The Ifelodun and Patigi areas have similarly experienced increased criminal activities, with reports of illegal checkpoints being set up by armed groups who extort money from travelers and transport workers. If you are finding this report informative and want to stay updated on security developments across Nigeria, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss important updates like this. The military's success in neutralizing several terrorists during this operation is being viewed as a major breakthrough, though official sources have not yet released specific numbers regarding casualties among the criminal elements or whether any arrests were made. What remains clear is that the operation was extensive and carefully planned, utilizing aerial bombardment to soften targets before ground troops moved in to clear the camps and secure the areas. This development also raises important questions about the broader security architecture in Nigeria's Middle Belt region. How did these terrorist camps become so established in the first place? What intelligence gaps allowed armed groups to operate so freely in these areas for extended periods? And perhaps most importantly, what measures will be put in place to ensure that these criminal elements do not simply relocate to other areas and continue their activities? These are questions that security analysts and concerned citizens are asking as they process this latest development. The timing of this military operation is also significant. It comes at a period when there has been increasing pressure on security agencies to demonstrate concrete results in the fight against terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping across the country. State governors in affected regions have been demanding more military presence and resources to combat the security challenges threatening their states. The Kwara State government has been particularly vocal about the need for enhanced security measures to protect its citizens and restore normalcy to affected communities. Local vigilante groups and community security networks have also played a role in providing intelligence to security forces, highlighting the importance of collaboration between formal security agencies and local communities in addressing these challenges. Many of these community-based security initiatives emerged out of necessity when residents felt that conventional security responses were insufficient to protect them. Their local knowledge and understanding of terrain have proven invaluable in identifying criminal hideouts and movement patterns. The economic impact of insecurity in these local government areas has been devastating. Market activities have declined sharply, transportation costs have increased due to security risks, and agricultural productivity has suffered as farmers remain too afraid to work their lands. The ripple effects extend beyond these immediate communities, affecting food supply chains and economic activities in neighboring areas as well. As military operations continue to clear these terrorist camps, the focus must eventually shift to post-operation stabilization and ensuring that displaced communities can return safely to their homes. Reconstruction efforts will be needed, trauma counseling services should be provided for affected populations, and sustainable security arrangements must be established to prevent the return of criminal elements. This is not just about winning military battles, but about creating conditions for lasting peace and development. The courage shown by Nigerian military personnel in undertaking these dangerous operations deserves recognition. These men and women put their lives on the line to protect civilian populations and restore security to troubled regions. At the same time, it is crucial that military operations are conducted in accordance with international humanitarian standards, ensuring that civilian populations are protected and their rights respected throughout the process. Moving forward, sustained vigilance will be essential. History has shown that military gains can be temporary if not followed up with comprehensive security and development strategies. The government must work to address the underlying factors that make communities vulnerable to terrorist infiltration, including poverty, unemployment among youth, and inadequate infrastructure. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you can stay informed as this story develops and we bring you updates on the security situation in Kwara State and across Nigeria. What do you think about this military operation? Do you believe it will bring lasting security to these communities, or are more comprehensive measures needed? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Your perspectives matter as we continue to engage with these critical national security issues affecting our country.